Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at this game. And the game is called Hot Streak. Hot Streak is a game published by CMYK Games, I believe that's correct, yes. Designed by John Perry, plays 2 to 8 players, don't play 2, spoiler. And about, I don't know, we played a 3-player game in 30 minutes. So, probably looking at, it's going to be about the same no matter how many players you have. And in this game what you're doing is, I don't know how to talk, racing these awesome little mascots here. You are betting on which one of these mascots is going to win, get second, and get third. That's it. Game's really easy. You're going to take some turns drafting some betting tiles that look like this to give you money. At the end of the game, you're trying to have the most money. If you want to check it out, let's go down to the table and watch a few rounds. Alright, so this is a game of Hot Streak, all set up for 3 players. The way you set it up is very simple. You're going to... There's a cool box over here that I can't really get on camera, but the game board is going to pull out of that, kind of like I think a saran wrap, which I think is cool. I'll show more of that in the components. You're going to give each player, well, you're going to put out all the betting tokens. Tiles are pretty cool. You're going to put them down, and they're going to be top, middle, and bet, so you can see which one goes on top, which is pretty cool. And you're going to do all that for the 4 mascots. You have the money. You'll have the side bets over here with the side bet deck. You're going to shuffle the deck of cards that look like this. But first you're going to take out the 4 basic cards. Every mascot has a recovered 2 card. Then you're going to shuffle based on the number of players. You're going to put some neutral cards out. Each player is going to get a hand of a certain number of cards and $10. And you're going to put the mascots on their appropriate starting spaces. Okay? And then we're ready to play. So the way this game works is it's a betting game. We're trying to see who is going to get first, second, third, and fourth of these 4 mascots. We have Gobbler. We have Hurley, we have Dangle, and we have Mum. Okay? I'm not going to remember that. I'm real bad, but they're also on the bet tokens. So the way this game works, on your turn, whoever goes first is going to draft a betting tile. And you're going to score money based on the results of this tile. So if we look at Mum, this is the safe side. If Mum gets first, we get 10. They get third, we get 5. But there's also a risky side. You get more money for winning, but you get less for coming in third. Okay? So that's kind of what's going to go there. Or you can bet on the side bet. Gobbler, finish in the bottom 2. If you think yes, take that. You win, you get 10. You lose, you get 0. Or risky side, you win, you get 15. You lose, you get -5. Okay? So this is what you're going to do. Okay, so I'll go first on here. It'll just go this way. It's a snake, so it'll go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. And this player, based on what's out here, is going to take this bet right here. I think Mum is going to win, and I'm going to put that on the risky side. That player is going to do... They're going to go with Hurley. They're going to do regular side. And then this player is going to do yes on this one. And then they have another option. They're going to take Mum, and they're going to do Mum on the risky side. And they'll put it like that. Back to this player. They're going to take a yes as well. They're going to do risky side of yes. And then I am going to take Hurley on regular side. All right. Now, next thing that happens is everyone's going to add a card from their hand. And I'm bidding on Mum, so I'm going to play this card. No one's going to know that. Okay? This player's just going to play this one and this one. Then we're going to take all the cards, and we are going to race. So I'll shuffle these up, and then we'll get racing. Alright, so the way this game works, it's really simple. First thing we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these up, and we're going to remove 3 of the cards. And these are the only cards that are going to be used in the game. There's a whole deck, and the cards that we're using now, including these 6, are the only cards in the game. Okay? So we burn 3 without looking. We'll just tuck those right there. Then we're going to race. And this is how simple this is. Let's put the deck, I'll put it right here for now until we get to it. Actually, let's put it over here. All right, first one. Dangle is going to move 3. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Then Mom is going to recover 2. What recover means is eventually they're going to fall down or turn around. Recover means you can either stand up or turn around, or stand up and turn around and then move. They're going to move 2. Mom is going to turn around. That's bad. So now they're racing the wrong way. Gobbler, moving 2. Doesn't need to recover. Gobbler, moving 2. Angler could recover, then move 2. Hurley is going to move 3 and swerve right. Gobbler is going to move 1 and swerve right. Hurley would recover. Doesn't need to recover. He's moving 1. The Queen is moving 3, swerving left. She went out of bounds. Disqualified. 4th place. All right. Then, next card. Queen is already off. Queen is off. Angler's going back to boom, boom. It ran through Hurley. Hurley gets knocked down. Hot Dog recovers. Move 2. To a star. So you move all the way to the star. Hurley's almost to the finish line. Now, we ran through the deck. So we have to shuffle the cards, including the 3 that were taken out. Shuffle the cards. Take 3 out. Move this up like this. So if anybody was back here, they would get booted out. And then we keep going. All right. So, Bear, Gobbler 2. Queen's out. Hot Dog gets first place. Queen's out. Hot Dog's out. Queen's out. Queen's out. Queen's out. Angler's moving back 2. Angler's moving 3. No. 2 for everyone. All right. So 2 for everybody. If you run into each other on these green cards, nothing happens. You also can't cross the finish line. Bear's moving 2. Bear gets 2nd. That means Dangle gets 3rd. All right. Now, let me show you what this looks like, because I'm not going to play another map. So let me just move this box up. All right. So this is the box. All right. What happens now is you're going to look at your bids and your side bets, and you're going to see if you win. Side bets are not going to pay out because Gobbler is number 2. So anybody that bet on Gobbler, this one, they're going to lose $5. I'm not going to pay out, but you just pay your money appropriately. But then you look at all the other bets. They bet Hurley to win, so they would get $10. This player also not going to get anything for the side bet, but they're not going to lose anything. They bet on Mom, a risky bet. Had it not been risky, they would have got more money, but no, they wouldn't have got anything because Mom got 4th. Then I also bet on Mom, nothing, but I bet on Hurley, and Hurley came in first, so I would get 7. I take my money and put it on my pile. Okay, then we would set up for another race. Okay, same thing applies. You put all the betting stuff back. You're going to take these cards. Everyone has their 2 cards. I put mine away, but everybody has 2 cards still. You're going to shuffle them, and you're going to deal each player another card. And I believe that you put the cards back out face up so everybody knows kind of what's going on. And then you're going to do betting again. You're going to go back through the whole process trying to win the most money. Okay? So, that is it. At the end of the game, whoever has the most money, I guess, is the winner. There's no tiebreaker, but in the back of this, there's this like money breakdown thing. Based on the value that you get, it tells you a little story of how good of a mascot you are. Okay? So, that is Hot Streak. To see the components, stick around here, and we will go up and check them out. Alright, so let's take a look at the components for Hot Streak. First off, we gotta look at the box. This is the craziest box ever. It like flips up, all the mascots sit inside, and the board rolls up in here. Look at this. It's like a saran wrap thing, which is fantastic. So let me take off all this stuff. And you can watch it all go up. I'll show off the cool mascots here in a little bit because they are freaking sweet. But you can just see this just goes up in there. Then all the board is housed in the box, and here's the box. So there's where the podium. Here's the back when they're in there. You can see the mascots in there. Sweet box, love it, but it's a little weird. Okay, so I'll give you that. All right, rule book is pretty cool. It's got some story in the beginning here, kind of like the theme of the game. Shows you how to set it up. No issues here. Breaks down all the cards. The betting tiles are pretty slick too. So all the betting tiles are stacks like this. Top bet, which you see is smaller than the others, so you know when you're putting them back right. Middle bet, bottom bet. Okay, they're all like that, including these side bets here. Same deal. Everything has a risky side, makes it a little bit scarier. Speaking of side bets, the side bets are fun. The side bets kind of show a way to score some extra money. So will Gobbler be in the bottom two? Will at least one mascot be disqualified? Will two mascots be stopped in the same space at the same time? Will a mascot be knocked out? So just different ways to bet on, to score points, which is pretty fun. The money is paper money, which I don't necessarily love, but it's like linen finish, like Dice Town. If you ever played the game Dice Town, it's the same vibe of the money. So I like that. But here's the real star of the show. So here's Hurley. Look at this thing. This is a miniature that you're just moving. It could have been just a pawn, but look at these things. That's Hurley. This is Gobbler. You can see the people in the costume because these are mascots, remember? Gobbler's wearing a jersey. I don't know why he's called Gobbler. Dangle, an anglerfish or whatever they're called. You can see the eyeballs in there. Great little figures. And then Mum. This one's got a little the creepiest one. It's a queen or a king. It's called Mum, so maybe a queen. I don't know. But love it. There's the eyeballs. All these are fantastic. They look amazing on that board. They're fun to race. The cards are good quality. Again, really easy. It's mostly just numbers. And of the fish, you know, of the character that they're moving, that's the hot dog. There's the bear, Gobbler. Green moves everybody. Says you can't win or knock somebody out. So there's all that. But overall, the components for this game are top notch. My only complaint is this rule book kind of it causes the box not to close that well. So if this was a tad bit smaller this way, like this way, it would be a little bit better. But overall, love the components. So those are the components for Hot Streak. Let's talk about what we think about the game. All right, so that was Hot Streak. First off, let me talk about this. I know I showed you the components, but look at this. Look at this box. This box, this board coming out of the box is so freaking cool. It's a gimmick 100%, but everyone on this channel knows how I feel about a good gimmick. So I'm never not going to think that's cool. Okay. The components of this are fantastic. I love the mascots. I love the whole vibe of this game. Now let's just talk about what I think about the game. I'm a huge fan of Camel Up. I didn't love Ready Set Bet. And this game kind of takes both of those and blends them together in a package that I really love. It has a little more of it actually has some Unicorn Fever in it too, which is like the racing part where you're playing cards and people are moving. And I didn't like that game at all. But this one does all of it so well and so fast. You're just taking some tiles. You're putting in a card into the race. So it's always going to be a little bit different each race because the cards that are in the game are the only cards in the game. Then 3 cards are coming out. So cards that are in the first race could be out of the second. You're going to add some more cards in. Maybe a person who didn't have a lot of cards and I'm going to have more cards. And then you're just going to see what happens. Some of these guys might get knocked down. Some of them may get turned around. Some of them may run out of bounds because they're crazy mascots. And then this person that you bet on gets 4th place and you get nothing. Everything about this is funny. It's hilarious. It's tense. You see the stupid hot dog. He's all the way in the back. You think he's going to lose. Then all of a sudden he comes running up and he gets 1st place out of nowhere even though he was all the way in the back and didn't move at all. It's so fun. It's silly. The betting is really interesting too because all the betting tiles have the safe side and the risky side. The risky side pays out more money for first, but everything else pays out less. While the safe side pays out less money for first, but you're also going to get a lot more money for third, which is a pretty cool thing. And the side bets have that same thing, but the side bets have a penalty if you're wrong on the risky side. So you're actually going to lose money. This game, I love it. Anytime there's a big group, this is going to be a game that's going with me. This and Camel Up are usually my two. Well, Camel Up has always been my go-to big crowd game and cash and guns. But this will give me another option for that. I don't love big group games, But I think what this game does and the way that it does it, it works for me. I love the tension of the race. I love the betting. And I like just having fun. And this is silly good fun. So I'm going to give this a BGM and set the seal. This is going to get a 9 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4.5 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy. And that's what I'm going to do. So that is Hot Streak. This box is way cooler with the mascots inside. From CMYK Games, I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.